it easier to say that there's just one thing on my mind, and I think it's time for you to realize I want you all to myself. Don't wanna share you with nobody else. So give me something to believe. Will you promise me? Will you promise me? You promise me? I am not a stranger to excuses. Burned me once or twice, I expect them. I just wanna know what your truth is. Will you be the one to break me out of this? I want you all to myself. Don't wanna share you with nobody else. So give me something to believe. Will you promise me? Will you promise me? So give me something to believe. Will you promise me? Will you promise me? Will you promise me?
Yo, Chad, what is going on, baby? Welcome back. We can see the young guns have taken over yet today. Chris actually got a little bit of a tan today, though. He decided he's going to join me. We were just going to swap around for fun.
Yeah.
But how you doing, my brother?
Just give me a second here. We're just getting set up.
Yeah,
here.
so as you guys can see, ahead of Halloween, I'm looking like a little Casper the Friendly Ghost right now. Yeah, guys, sorry for the little of a late start. We actually started on time, but we were just trying to figure this out. Because as you can see, I look like I'm from England at this point.
Cameras are not cameraing today, boys.
Yeah, they were a problem yesterday in the New York stream. I don't know for guys that were here. And it's the exact thing. Jamal, that's the problem, bro. Just to give you an idea, when we shoot you in the studio, our lights are at 100%, okay? Just to give you an idea. The lights are already running at less than 50%. And this is what it's doing. So, it's a bit of a problem. Obviously, you have the Logi Pro app, which also connects to the cameras. And I promise you, we can show you guys now. But it just won't open. Taskbar tells us it opens up, but there's no opening up here on the PC. We can't see it. So I'm not sure what's happening with it. We're gonna try do some maintenance as the stream's going, but we just thought let's get you guys good and understand what's happening, and then we're gonna try to sort this issue out. But yeah, we are super washed out here today. But as always, guys, just let us know on the audio how it sounds, if it's good, music's a bit loud, too soft, whatever it is. Gonna be a big one today. Obviously, you have NFP tomorrow, the main event. And I'm sure this has been a good week, guys. I think Chris was mentioned yesterday, as a trader, there almost must come a point where do you call it a week? Because literally with London and New York, we haven't missed this week.
Yeah.
We're going 8 trades in a row this week. And if you think of that in a funded trader term, 8% in a week, if that's a live account, bro, you call it a month already.
Yeah, you're styling, dude.
Like, so, yeah, it gets to the point you might maybe turn it around. But obviously, for you guys, for entertainment purposes, we're going to see if we can go 12 for 12. But before we get into any of that good stuff, I think Miles is already itching for a trade there. We're going to open up with prayer as always, and then we'll get into the good stuff. So as guys, if you do not know that, if you don't know how to pray, you can just follow along with us. If you guys do know, you know the words, you can follow. But we're going to do the simple prayer. It is our Father's prayer. So our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses as we forgive those that have trespassed against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. So there we go, guys. For those that are in belief and agreement with us, drop an amen there in the chat. If we have more than 2, there we go. Then we know we are all in agreement, and he is here and present with us. So without further ado, guys, because I know Miles is that man goes for it, we're gonna throw it to you first, and then I'll follow you up after it.
Guys, how are we doing? Fresh Thursday. Honestly, we've done so well for this month. I was actually thinking of calling it for the month. I mean, we are on the last day of the month, final day of the month, 1st of November tomorrow. We've done super good this month. I think since I've joined stream, I've only taken 1 L, and with I can't remember how many wins, but almost every day is a dub. We are up heavily, so I did want to, call it, but we'll push further. We'll see if there's an opportunity, and we'll continue the grind. We have 2 months left until the end of the year. I think now more than ever, we should be pushing. We should be cramming in that education. We should be driving as much as we can. So let's get straight into it, guys. First and foremost, what I've done is, firstly, I'm just going to do GJ. Gold, I'm going to leave until NFP is done, to be very honest with you. I'm not going to play with gold, even though it is obviously driving. I'm fine. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to trade NFP tomorrow. That's it. So, GJ, current daily high, current daily low has been marked out. What I do love to see is that sentiment on the daily has turned bullish, as we have mentioned yesterday. Okay, just bear in mind, even though we have the bullish mindset, it doesn't mean we can't sell. That was a similar question I got yesterday. So looking on the left hand side, guys, there is my area of liquidity right there. Price actually went ahead and closed above that area, flipping this daily sentiment obviously bullish, creating high highs and high lows in that candlestick anatomy, as well as the structure itself. As you can see, our price has pressed, pulled, pushed, and we're now at that retest level, now 197. What's that? 197,500. So what I definitely want to see from this level, guys, is because we've now retested a zone that it's broken out of, I want to look for buy opportunities off of this QP level right there to see if we can continue driving to the upside. And if not, and it closes beneath the current daily low, which is going to be beneath the current support, we can then retest it as a resistance. And then all we'll see is that this area here acted as a liquidity grab for resistance to hold, and price to come back down. I feel like today is going to be just another straightforward day, just looking at the price action overall. So now, looking at the 4 hour, what I'm going to do is I have marked in my current 4 hour resistance. Let me remove this so you guys can actually see how I found these zones. So what I did was obviously understanding that there's your high point, there's your low point, but I'm looking where the current impulse break came from, and it's going to be that area over there. So that is the resistance that I'm going to be marking in at the moment, is this level right there as my current resistance. And then obviously I can have my liquidity zone as support this. I will put it in, but I actually want to add in another level right here, because this is the area we can see that held and now actually broke beneath. Okay, so that's my 4 hour zones right there. Then dropping to my 30-minute, I'll obviously fine tune it, and then I'll start explaining to you guys how, according to my plan and my strategy, I will then get in on the move. This I'm going to drag over like that, and this I'm going to drag over like that. Okay, I'll then slot in another 30-minute level right there. And those are my current levels, right? So let's play out scenarios as how we could sell, how we could buy. So as I mentioned, off of that selling idea, it's going to be coming off of the idea that for me personally, the only time I'm going to be looking for sales if we can re-break this QP level here, which is the liquidity on the left hand side, because on a technical perspective, this should be a resistance that is broken out of, retested, and price should start longing from that area. However, if it fails to do so and it holds this area right here as a possible resistance, I'll then look for price to drive further down on that daily, that 4 hour and the 30 minutes. So the 4 hours can look something like this, where I want the current 4 hour to re-break its own low. The reason for that is, in my understanding, guys, remember this is going to be a type 3, right? So for me to take a short on this position, it needs to kind of give me another confluence to show me that, you know what, this tapping into liquidity was just a minor rejection. For me to re-break that area, it's going to show me that it's holding that resistance, coming down to the support. And essentially what we'll then be doing is range trading. So in the 4 hour, I want to see price start to dabble below this area, the lower time frame to retest, and then price to come down to these lows, possibly even the QP level of 195.100. Why I'm saying so is because back to that daily. For me, if the momentum is there to continue bullish, it should start rejecting this area and actually start just driving off of that zone. So that is something that I'm going to be looking at. Sorry, I just saw my price table wasn't there, but you guys should be able to see it now. So then popping down to that 30 minute, a very similar idea. There is just the only difference is on this 30 minute, I actually want to tweak this 4 hour low. So I actually want to pull this there. Because for me personally, if I'm going to take shorts, there's the areas here, here's rejection area. If she's going to be driving down, I'm going to be looking for type 3s over there as well as type 3s over there. And I'm going to show you exactly how I can do so now. If I look at this 30 minute, guys, do you see that I have a consolidation box there, right? Which shows me that that is a support area. If we are going to chill in this area here and then start closing beneath that zone, I'm going to use that as an LTA, as an aggressive idea to short it off of a 4 hour area that I just retested. Let me go back to the 4 hours so you can see. So here's my 4 hour. There's the area there. Support. There's my confirmation break right there. You guys see that, right? Here's price driving down. However, it pulled back quite heavily. However, just because it rejects once does not mean it's going to flip and turn around. So I'm going to look on the 30 minute to see if there's that setup in order for me to take the type 3s back down. You guys see that? And then essentially the idea is going to come off that daily, that 4 hours rejecting the highs, and we could possibly come back down to sink. Okay? So that's what I'm going to be looking at on the 30 minute and 15 minute. This little area over there, I want to see us start to reject that area, form a support. The resistance will have been formed at that point, and once I can start getting beneath that, I'll then look for the rollover to the QP level 197,500, which is going to be about a 40 pip area, which is quite clear for me. And then on the contrary, boys, if we do not short and we actually go with the overall market sentiment, which is bullish, we'll then identify that this is the retest over there. So for me personally, just to buy at an area where it's supposed to retest and drive from, I can't do that. I still need my confirmations. A big confirmation for me on this is going to be if this 4 hour breaks its high. This I'm then going to see as price just grab liquidity for price to hold this area in order for it to continue further back up. So that's going to be very nice for me. The only thing for me personally is for me to try and buy it off of this area, you must remember that I'm buying into a micro bearish trend. So we also have our bearish trend. We have our micro trends and we have our macro trends. So for me personally, this is a micro bearish trend. For me to buy it at the bottom, which is at the low of a micro bearish, I can't do that. Okay, so what I'm going to need to see is that price actually comes back, breaks the resistance, trades above that, and then I can look for longs. And that's as simple as it's going to be today, boys. It's going to be buys above 198,270 and sells beneath 198,135 as my type 3s, and then also sells beneath 197,211 as also type 3s. So that is my analysis. Let me just show you guys the zone so we can have that. And then this is my plan, my analysis according to my strategy, which is the MFX strategy that I obviously implement on a daily basis. So let me just show you guys that quickly. This is where my aggressive buys will be, just because obviously it's coming right out of a bearish, micro bearish. Here's going to be my aggressive shorts. And then the continuation aggressive shorts will be right there. So at the moment, boys, I'm going to have to wait, but I can definitely see a setup coming soon. So we're just going to be patient for that. As I mentioned to you guys, as well as Keeks this morning, gold I'm not going to touch until after NFP. I'm going to be waiting for NFP to pass, and then I'll trade it. For now, as we've been doing this whole week, we'll just continue slaughtering GJ. But that's it from my side, my brother.
All right, guys, we're going to get into it very shortly here. I was just doing some little tweaks on this. Guys, who watched the podcast last night? The Mouse podcast, scaling up your trading. W episode. These guys are one of the genuine traders out there. Love the podcast. Some DJing conversations in this podcast.
Where did you see that? Was it on the?
It's obviously in our YouTube studio, so I'm just going through some of the stuff there. But yeah, looking and doing quite well. I actually thought that was a very good one, guys, in the sense of obviously you having a conversation with a trader that does know what he's talking about, is real, transparent, legit. But again, having some, I want to say, genuine, real conversations about what we have with as a trader. That apart, yes, I did. It was good. I'll have to get a six-pack before I can do six figures. Guys, we actually were doing the clipping. We had something else there. I can't remember what it was. And Chris and myself just said that quote just stood out to us the whole thing. That had to be the hook there. Keeks just remember to bring it back. No, but I loved it. But yeah, guys, let's get into it. We'll chat a little bit more about that if you guys want to. Just hold it quickly, Chad.
MFX members in the Zoom, just drop me a 1 if you guys can hear me 100%. And you understand that analysis.
All right. Sorry, Chad. It might be a little bit busier today. It's one of those days. Stepping in for the big man. Of course, that's what we do. We help each other out. But it is on this side a lot that we have going on this side that I still have to do as well. So I do apologize if it does look like I'm just a bit back and forth the whole time. But DXY, let's get into it quickly before markets open. We said we were obviously weekly bullish with the daily neutral. Big reason being, guys, very, very simple. Range trading. If you got a high, you got a low, you test the high, you reverse. Where does that mean you are going? You're going back down to the low of the range. So again, seeing us come down there, we broke the level of support. We even had the retest from the backside and coming all the way back down. So on the 4 hour, we can see us very, very simply. We always talk about this, guys. Big bearish engulfing. We want a nice natural pullback. The EQ was there, held as resistance, and now coming out to take those lows. I do think once DXY, if you can get a break underneath these lows, I'm going to be looking for that aggressive momentum all the way back to the downside for that key level of 103,450 for DXY. So definitely what I'm going to be looking for here. You are the previous daily low, so just keep a heads up there, because as we look at on the lower time frames, Asian highs untested again. Yes, we are under the EQ daily pivot in the 200, but we saw this the same with the US30 trade yesterday. If you fail at this level, very, very good level for it to turn around and go all the way back up to the highs of the day. So we want to see what it does here. But again, if we can take this and on the 4 hour would be closing up below those lows, we'll see that move to the downside. So just keep a lookout for that one. With NASDAQ, now we said, guys, we are neutral. Remember, the only reason compared to the difference with US City, where I said to you guys I was neutral but I am definitely leaning to bearish, was because US City does not have Nvidia driving it. NASDAQ obviously has that Nvidia. Hey, Lyndon, shot for the Miles, who's passed the horn, brother.
Oh shit.
Oh, good. Lyndon, shot for the donor, brother. NFB's going on a stretcher for sure. But yeah, so obviously those earnings not coming out too sharp for some of those companies, and having that big reversal play. So again, weekly R1 traded into that, having that big rejection. We can see that momentum coming down very, very quickly. We have taken out those lows here. You have broken also the level of support. So trading down, you kind of have a final stand around this area over here, these bodily lows. We know the 200 is there, so I always talk about probability. If you are coming this low down, what does that mean? There's a very good chance of probability you can just go for that 200 as well. Same thing that happened over here. The candle can still close here, but very, very good chance you get a wick all the way to the downside. So the candle can still close and you get something like that, but good chance you can go for the 200 and possibly even that psychological 20,000 level. But again, I always talk to you guys about if you trade up and you don't get away, if you come back down a level of support, so this being your retest going bullish, but if we come back a second time, probability will always tell you you've got a higher chance of actually going back down, because now this isn't a continuation, it is a reversal play. So just look out for that. Then US 30, we're going to look here again now. Very, very simple. You guys can see they're neutral, but daily we had gone bearish. Big reason was purely we can see this level over here. We had the break below the retest. We had these levels of resistance, break below the retest. Very, very simple stuff here. I always talk about it. You guys will hear that. A level can hold as a resistance only once it's broke, been tested resistance, held resistance, continuation. So again, you can see this over here. We had the break, all the big moves to the downside. Again, Sunday night, weekly prep calls, the guys that are on there. If you guys, 100% the cracker's gone, 100% this week. But again, lining up perfectly with our analysis. You had the pull up to the top side, weekly pivot test. Again, you guys know this. If you've been around, you know if there's a weekly pivot, you know exactly what the two things are we look for, and it gave us exactly the one. Trading, testing, pulled away, came back for the retest, pulled back. This one being for me a little bit of a liquidity move, then coming all the way back down, breaking to the downside, having the retest of the EQ and that level, now holding as resistance after the break of support, coming all the way back down under the 200, and you're just seeing this waterfall. We've obviously got that dotted line. That's the yearly R2, if I'm correct. We'll have a look at that, but I'm pretty sure it's the yearly R2. So good area for us to be coming back to now. And the same thing, guys. Obviously, a lot of moves up here. The EQ all the way there, 200 daily pivot, everything up here, but quite a bit of momentum. So when we look on the daily, you're going to see again this idea that we always talk about, our continuation plays. This having right there being a perfect continuation. So if you get a close like this, we're going to talk about that even more. The monthly pivot's still down there, untested for the month, but who knows? Do we get that run in it today? We're going to have to wait and see. You have quite a level if you look at to the left of consolidation. So two things are going to happen. You either can definitely get a reversal play at this yearly R2 and continue back to the top side. Otherwise, you're going to see a very, very aggressive move of volume coming in here, which is going to actually break it right through this consolidation. And as I say, can definitely go for that monthly pivot. Keep it in mind while we're on that topic very quickly, guys. Fundamentals, all the yen pairs. You got the BOJ outlook today. You obviously had the rate cut coming out again at a flat 25. And then the monetary policy statement. So again, just keep a lookout for that. I think Miles might have even spoke to you guys about that.
Sorry, sure. Keeks, to disrupt you, my brother. Just want to go on split screen. I might take a position on GJ shorts.
Well, for you quickly there. Yeah, so it is split there, guys. You can monitor there. I'm just going to finish this up very quickly. And then USD, this is the big thing. We got that GDP for Canada coming up, but then dollar, you got PC, employment costs, and unemployment claims. So you're going to have a big one here, and then a 345 Chicago PMI. So just keep a lookout for that, which is definitely going to affect this year on US 30. So we're still going to keep that bearish outlook, but again, previous weekly lows. Same thing, daily S1. Again, guys, if you've been on the streams, this play right here, especially on the daily S1, you guys should know what that is. That is your continuation. The break, retest, holding the daily S1. Where does that mean you are going? The daily S2. So keep a lookout for that. That is definitely going to be something we're going to be watching for here. And then lastly, guys, quickly, gold. Gold, we are obviously still pretty much bullish. Again, very hard not to be bullish. Sometimes price can be very choppy, can be very expansive. But again, very hard to go against it. We are a weekly or two where we've seen quite a bit of here. We can see it closer to this level. I'm not going to say it's going to reverse, guys. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying you've got to obviously be aware for it. If you look at it just straight off the bat here, if you look at these candles, very, very easy momentum to the top side. The difference is over here, look at how these wicks are getting longer and longer and the bodies are getting smaller. That's showing you momentum is starting to slow down a bit. Again, geopolitical tensions are not as sharp, they're not as aware, and you're going to see those trades start to come in. So again, not saying it's going to sell off, but you can see maybe a little bit of momentum or volatility. So again, just be careful. We are in the range. So this little range trading we've been doing lately already would have given you that breakout. Unfortunately, we are not in it. But if this EQ holds, if we get back above Asia lows, I'll think of possibly taking the longs to go back up to Asia highs that actually remain untested. But anything down here, I'm specifically not going to take the trade. But we can go full screens back to miles. And that is everything from the markets are open. Round 7. And ding, 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 ding. Fight.
Right, boys. Just taken according to my plan, my strategy. There's not financial advice. This is just purely education. My entry on GJ was 197.697. 30 pip stop loss with overall TP of 20 pips with a TP1 of 10.
And there we go again, guys. This horse going to have a busy day today by the looks of it. Vinci, shot for the dono, brother. Press a like if you agree that these guys do the most, and press a like in agreement that you love them like I do. Vince has been an OG. I think, guys, maybe that is always talk about it. If there's a will, there's a way, and what's meant to be will be. Vince coming along as one of the OGs of 2Gs and Peach Nation. I wouldn't say he got lost. He went a different route to some guys. He found himself at the millennial home. And little be that the millennial is now part of the 2Gs family. And we are all right back in that same circle again.
Okay, boys, the management on this, I won't be managing it at all. I'm going to stick my stop loss at 30 pips. What I am anticipating here is that after that 15 minutes just went ahead and broke previous lows after closing above the resistance, then tapping beneath the resistance. This for me is just that retest of liquidity on that 15/30. So I'm going to anticipate that price should come back down to liquidity. However, because QP is there, that is going to be that target for me overall. Okay. Lance Mentor, what's happening, bro? Haven't heard from you in a hot minute, brother. How you doing? MFX members, you'll see I posted everything in the Zoom link, in the Zoom chat. And then just a little friendly reminder, today is that last day to join MFX for the entire 2024. We are closing doors after today, not accepting any more members into the membership until next year. Just focusing on my current members and leveling them up. Congrats, Charles, on your funded... What do you call it? Funded? Like, Charles got funded today. So well done on that, my brother. MFX way, he's going very, very strong. Absolutely stunning, man. So TP1, because of where we are, I might actually close full position at TP1, boys. So the only way I can lose this trade is if this liquidity here holds now. That's the only way I can lose it. Because you are obviously overall bullish, that is why I am going to be quite aggressive with this. Will I take another trade after? Probably not, my brother. I'm a one and done sort of dude. Unless I lose this trade, then I might look for something else. But if I win this trade, as we normally do, that's it for me, bro. So if I TP on this trade, I'm going to be done in the next couple minutes for the day. Which I should TP because all my confluences line up. But there's always that 13% chance that, you know, that loss can occur. Yeah, 13? Yeah, 13. That's good, my brother. Good to hear from you again. That's awesome. MFX members in the Zoom, let me know if you guys are fine. Yes, awesome, Rux. Definitely. Guys, read the disclaimer as well. Make sure that before streaming, guys, always read the disclaimer. What we do here is purely just education and entertainment purposes. This is not financial advice, even though we put these charts on a stretch every day. Okay, boys, for me, at this point, okay, that's T1 hit. How often, like, when I say, guys, I'm going to do this, then we just go and, like, smack TP? I think I just said that earlier. So, well done on that, boys. That is TP1 hit. Right in the...
Alright, sorry, Chad. I'm gonna be back here with you guys now, but I know you are in safe hands there with Miles.
Where's this? Where key? I want that horn. But in the meantime, W's in the chat if you caught that move. That's another one, guys. I'm done for the week. Like, for real now, I'm done for the week. I'm done for the month. We've really put Gija on a stretcher this month. It's hectic. It's really, really hectic, man. Hectic. MFX way. Miles, chuck that one. Oh, that was stunning, boys. So yeah, that was me, boys. I got that full 10 at TP1. Absolutely stunning over there. Beautiful, beautiful. So that's me for the day, guys. I'm done. I think we can go back to bed. We're done for the day. No, I'm only joking, but we're done for the day. Oh, you want now for me? We'll chat about that tomorrow. I've spoken about this so many times, bro. I'm literally saying the same thing over and over again. But we'll chat about it again tomorrow in accountability. Chap, no, I didn't. Like I said, because of how we're looking at this area, I took everything at 10. So I closed full 100% at 10 pips. I'm done. I'm out. Like I said, you're trading against your sentiment. You're coming to liquidity. Yes, it can run to QP. I still think it will. But for me, I'm happy with that 10. 10 is 10. I'm out of here. I think I'm going to get a diamond chain that says 10 is 10. 10 is 10. 10 is 10. It's like 10 is 10. That'll be sick. And then a tattoo on my forehead. 10 is 10. Give us another one. Another one. Go listen to DJ Khaled. You'll get another one. Miles, teach us how to smack Nasdaq ass like you do. Fun fact. The strategy that I use, you can obviously implement in all financial markets. So the student that just passed his funded challenge is now fully funded. I think he's funded for his... I think he has 3 funded accounts now. If I'm not mistaken. I don't know if you're in the Douglas Charles. Yeah, he just traded NAS using obviously my method of trading. How many posts? That was, let's see, Mr. Matt. So my typical entries between 2 to 4 pips. This one I did 1.5. I was slightly a bit more aggressive, depending on the conditions and the pair. But I think anything like 2 pips below the previous wick or above the previous wick, whatever you're doing, should be fine. I like to do my 2 pips. Give me that 2 pips area so that, you know, like, if it does just retest the low and then pop back up, we aren't in it. How many positions do you normally open per trade? If I may ask, if I may not, no, brother, you can ask for sure. So I open 1 position. So whatever my lot size is, I open 1 of that positions and I'll actively manage that on my MetaTrader. I used to do the split position thing, but nah, I'm fine. That was a quick one, man. That was, gee whiz. What's my typical? I don't trade risk to reward, brother. I don't trade R because I actually trade negative R. You can go watch the podcast. On both podcasts I've done on 2Gs. You'll see me mention negative R. It's just the way I trade. You know what? I always thought Michaela was related to Joash. Almost had to block her on my IG. Now we're joking. Are you trading prop firms, Miles? What lot size do you use if you're looking to catch 10 pips? I don't trade prop firms, my brother. When I started trading back in 2017, I feel like I'm repeating myself, but when I started trading back in 2017, I didn't know about prop firms. There wasn't prop firms. So, well, I think FTMO was around, but obviously I wasn't aware of it. So, yeah, I trade personal capital, and I don't think I'll ever go to prop firms. Not that there's anything wrong with it. I'm obviously affiliated with Vault Funder. I will only recommend Vault Funder, which is not financial advice, by the way. But, yeah, I don't need to go the prop firm route. Yeah. It would have been very nice to have a prop firm route in my beginning days of trading. I'm not going to lie. I feel like it would have sped my process up a lot more. But I believe that everything that happens to us is just part of the journey that God wants us to be on. And because of what I had to go through outside of trading, it's good I didn't go the prop firm route. My lot size, I think if I tell you my lot size, you'll get a heart attack. Ooh, Michaela's joined the dark side. Michaela has joined the dark side. My word, she's now part of the 10 pip gang. Let's go. Let's go. What? MFX members, has this mic been on mute the whole time? Drop a 1 in the chat if this mic has been on mute the whole time for the Zoom. My bad, boys. My bad. We're literally running 2 mics at the moment, so my bad. Sorry there, Vince, my boy. Sorry, brother. And no one says anything, bro. No one says anything. I got slip miles, but that last push got me the 10. Great stuff, body accuracy is incredible. Thank you, my brother. Appreciate it. Not gonna lie, Miles be moving it every day. Perfect. Look, for me personally, champ, like, I've been trading so long and I've been through so many different ways of trading that when I built the strategy that I currently use, it just made a lot of sense for me. At the end of the day, the more you get experience in the market, I would say once you pass the 5 years of trading, then I think, look, if you get this image in your head beforehand, then awesome. But for me, it took about 5 years for me to understand that trading is awesome. I'm passionate about it. I love it. But at the end of the day, I need to use trading to bring me money back. So I don't care about RR. I don't care about it. I care that money comes into my account. I care that I do withdrawals. I care that I make money, that I'm consistent. There's about this much of traders that will live stream and still show you withdrawals. This much. So that's a big thing for me. Trading is my main source of income. So I don't care that I need to get a 1 to 5, 1 to 6. I couldn't give a shit. I need to make money. That's what I got to do. And for me, when I developed the strategy and revolved it around negative RR, because the strategy is so consistent and it has a hit rate of 80% for the past 5 years, no fail. Because it's so consistent, it can provide me with that. This year being an absolute cracker of a year at 87%. It might actually be more right now. I haven't actually checked on those stats, but because we've been chowing it this month, it might actually have been going up. Obviously, I'll never get 100% in a year. It's literally impossible. We're gonna lose. But there has been 100% months. And that is just sticking to my plan, sticking to my strategy. If you're trading zero spread, right? Yes. Look, for me, because I'm a day trader, because of me taking 10 pips almost every day, I need tight spreads, or I need a commission-based account. So for that, I will use raw spread. Miles, can you please do gold? No. On a prop firm, what risk would you apply on negative RR? The same I would on a live. Whatever I do on the live, I would do on a prop firm. Michaela, the thing for me is, honestly, I don't see any sense in trading gold until it's past NFP, because the moves are very choppy at the moment. You are trading all-time highs. Could you mention the broker you use, bro? I don't think that's financial advice. I probably can, but if you can go on my eyes, you can check the link in my bio. The broker that I am partnered with is there. So for me, guys, on gold, we'll just have a little squiz through it, but obviously I'm not going to be trading it. Gold at all-time highs once again. How many losses have you had this month based on monthly stats? Let me see. I'll tell you now. I would share the link with you to the thingamabob, but tell you guys now, I just posted it on the group yesterday as well. I'll run through GJ I'll run through gold in a second, boys. Just want to get this for you so you can see. Yo, we've actually taken a lot of trades this month, I'm not gonna lie. We've taken 16 wins with 5 losses for the month. The highest percentage for the year regarding a specific month was, let me see. It was, when was this? April. It was 26 wins with 1 loss in April. That's the highest. And the worst was, the worst was actually this month. The worst was actually this month. Yeah, the worst was this month. We've had the most losses this month, which was what I just said. Crazy. Do you also live trade on your own? Yeah, so like tomorrow, Fridays, I don't do the collab with 2Gs. Tomorrow it's privately with my MFX members, accountability call, etc, etc. For sure. Yeah, so like I said, broken, you can just check in my bio. Yeah, so all these trades I've taken on stream. I don't take trades off stream. What's your take on supply and demand? Do you think it's very strong strategy? Look, I only trade price action. If you look how I trade, like look at my chart here on GG before I took the position. Oh shit, look at GJ. So GJ got to that area that we wanted anyways. Look at my chart, boys. It's naked. It's literally supply and demand, price action, market structure. I just know for a fact I traded very differently to what you're gonna find. Vince. No, tomorrow's live stream is going to be private for my MFX members. So they'll get the people that are part of my mentorship program, they get a private link and we trade privately. So yeah, you can see my charts naked, guys. I literally just use supply and demand, price action, market structure, candlestick anatomy, and then obviously my twist on how I see everything. For me personally, this is a question that I always ask myself. If trading has been around for so long, back in the early 2000s, why? How can I say this question? Like back in the early 2000s, did they use SMC, ITC, all that weird stuff? They didn't. So why do you need that now? Why not just keep your charts clean? So that's why I keep it clean. Is there a breakdown on how TUT is going to work? Yes, there's going to be. Favorite time frame? I don't know favorite time frame, but I use the weekly, daily 4 hour for my overall analysis, and then my 30 and 15 minute for my execution, with my 5 being that supporting factor. Okay, so let's just have a quick little squiz at gold, boys, and then
Did you guys see TP?
yeah.
Sheesh.
Yeah, we did, my brother.
As I said, sorry guys, I'm trying to sort stuff out and I'm fighting with quite a few people here. So apologies on that.
Do you need some extra muscle?
Bro, you know what pisses me off, is when Oaks don't do something and then they want to come try to tell you it's your fault.
Where's it, knife?
Sure.
Okay, Carl James, what's happening, bro?
Hey, what's up, my brother?
Okay, guys, let me just run through that gold for Michaela there. But like I said, boys, I'm not going to be trading it just because of where it is, and I would just wait for NFP. So I'm just going to slot in another QP level just because there is not one 250 per increment, so it should be 2800. And then looking at the daily, well, looking at everything is overall bullish at the moment. Marking in that current daily high. Ooh, whoops, that is not what I need. Marking that current daily high over there. And then previous daily low, because it's still the furthest low. I'm not going to still add in the templates. You guys should understand. 4 hour zones is literally going to be 4 hour consolidation. My best advice that I can give myself, not to you, is literally just don't trade gold, bro. Wait until NFP is done and then trade gold. That is what I'm telling myself. I'm not telling you guys. And you know what? Once again, I guess I was right, because we just murdered GJ. So this zone for me looks like absolute poo-poo. It looks terrible, boys. Why would you want it? I'm not trading that. This for me looks cock. I have to actually use the word. It just looks cock. I won't be trading gold. I can tell you that now. I'm not even going to get into an in-depth analysis just because it looks so cock. I'd rather wait for NFP to pass, get some clearer LTAs, and then capitalize on gold once that is done. But I can already tell you the buys I would do above here, the sells I would do below QP. But am I going to trade gold? Nah. So I'm fine. I'm not even going to like go in depth with it. Okay. GJ was the one. Look at her go. Good night, sweetheart. She is just, where is she now? She's at that area that I wanted anyways. That 30 pip area, very nice. Obviously got my 10. I'm fine with that. But if I were going to look for another trade, not on gold, it would be sells beneath 197, 184 for the continuation shorts. Simple as that. I feel like GJ is going to do what we anticipate, whereby today we're going to close beneath 197,500 and tomorrow we're going to play ball further down. I think that's it. Miles seems so sweet on stream with all the questions, but Yeah, bro, I gotta get my students to do the best. What is the realistic prop firm amount to start? Brother, that's all up to you, man. I promise you, no, I can't make any promises. I promise Miles, so I tell Miles that whatever the value is, it doesn't matter. You must be able to trade. If you can't trade a $5,000 account, if Miles can't trade a $5,000 account, you see how we have to stick within regulation here. If Miles can't trade a $5,000 account, how in the flying monkey is he going to trade a $100,000 account? How? If he can't even manage 5K, how is he going to manage 100K? That should answer the question. My ears is choked. Oh my gosh. Also, what I always tell myself, for me, my advice to myself was don't focus on rand amounts. Focus on dollar. Just makes it so much easier. 100% Enoch. Yeah, but look, that's not the point. It's not about how much you it's not about how much you must make, or it's not about that. If you can't trade the account, regardless of how much you're returning, it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? You need to focus on, okay, if I can trade a 5K account and I can make 3% per month, why can't I do that 100K? That sort of mindset. Don't focus on the monetary value at all. That was a big mistake I did. I was just focused on the money in the beginning of my trading. And that's because I focused so much on the money. That was a big downfall for me. Once I focused on portfolio growth percentage, then it was a whole different ballgame. Because now 3% a month, 3 years ago, is not 3% a month now. 10% a month is not 10% a year ago. You know what I mean? So for me, it's as long as you're focusing on portfolio growth, that's what I always tell myself. Focus on the overall portfolio growth. Treat it like a business. Don't look at the money. Buy right. If you make, let's say for example, if Miles van Wyk makes $500,000 for this month, I'm not going to go use that $500,000. I'm running a business. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which means reinvest in business. Pay yourself your salary. It's like a normal business. Trading, if you can have that mindset that trading is just a normal business, I feel like you're already 10 steps ahead. If Coca-Cola makes 20 million for the quarter, I don't know how much they make, but that's an example. Do you think they're going to pay the CEO 20 million? They're not going to do that. So same perspective with your business. If you're a forex trader, you have a business. GJ closing in that demand area. Any questions, though, guys? On the real, though, I'm done for the day. Like, it's 10:30. I'm styling. I'm done, bro. I got my money. I think next week I'm going to bring pillows to put my ears. Where's Keys? He's not here. My ears is chalked, bro. Fuck. Now for Wordle. Nah, no shiz, Vince. Actually, I haven't done a Wordle tomorrow. I haven't done a Wordle in a minute. I think I'm going to do a Wordle tomorrow. MFX members in the Zoom, are we good? What's your bias on gold? Please rewind the stream, brother. Perfect. Okay, perfect. Just remember, MFX members, journals need to be ready tomorrow. That 10K giveaway is happening tomorrow as well. I want to see those journals. Miles, which EPL team do you support? fuck is EPL? Oh. By me just asking what is EPL, I can already tell you I don't watch sports, bro. If I had to, it would be Man City. And that's not because they're top of the log. When I used to play FIFA 08, I used to choose Man City. Yes, FIFA 08. FIFA 08, bro. And I still used to give people hiding. That time when Samuel Eto'o and Messi and who were the guys were part of Barcelona, I still used to choose Man City. So it's not because they're top of the log at the moment. But for me personally, guys, I love sports. I'm a sports dude, but I don't take my time to go watch sports. Unless like my bras is watching and then I'll watch with them. Like, then I will, yeah. Yes, 1 to 2 was below the wick, Matt. Miles, I must say, really loving the fact that you're part of the streams now, brother. Your knowledge is really insightful, bro. Thanks for the gems. I got you, brother. I got you. I feel like this 2G's collab with MFX is going to be something for the books, man. We have something brewing as well, so just stay tuned on your socials for that. %, Angelo. I'll check you soon, my G. Drive safe. I think it is. No, I think it's at 1. Hey, are you streaming at 12 or 1 today? Yes. They're in, yeah. They're on me. Okay, perfect. Are you in office? Sorry, this morning was a rush. Did I greet you this morning? I can't even remember. I think I just saw Mo this morning. Yeah, gold for me is a chapter that I'll open tomorrow. Really? My bad, it. My bad, it. My bad, dog. I was so when I pulled up, I was just so locked in. I was so locked in. And also like stressing to get the Zoom mic ready for my students. Miles, how do you can go to my Instagram profile, Miles VW. Oh shit, they have it on the wrong overlay. Okay, go to my IG, Miles VW. You'll see there's a link in my bio. Click on that. Join there. Yo!
Hey, this guy.
Come sit with me. Guys, yesterday was the first day I heard Ed speak Xhosa. I was shocked. I'm like, I've never heard an American speak Xhosa before.
Yeah, I've been here long enough.
I think you muted there.
I said I've been here long
There you
enough.
go, there you go.
I've learned a thing or two.
How you been, Ed?
No, good man, good. How you doing?
Blessed, man. Good. What? I let you have like a blank moment. Did I greet you this morning?
Bro, I walked in. I came in with the spare light, said hello, said what's up, like how you doing. We had a whole conversation.
Really?
We had a whole conversation.
Fuck. Shit, I was so locked in, boys. I was so locked in, dude.
Yeah, I was not super locked in and missed out on sells on both NAS and US 30.
Okay.
Kind of kicking myself, but trying to see if I can ride the pullback. So we'll see how it goes the rest of the day.
Let me check this. I experimented there and moved stop loss break even at price hit 10. Ended up taking a break even. You know what, guys? When you experience markets over a long period of time, you'll come to realize that the rule you set where, like for me personally, the rule I've set where at 10 pips I go BE, I don't ever change that. And I take profit. Because whatever happens after that, you can't be salty about. If you go to break even, it hits 10 pips and you don't take any money off the table, that's on you. If you hit 10 pips and you go to break even and you leave it open, if you go to 10 pips and you don't go to break even and then it turns out to be a loss, that's on you, man. That's why I've trialed and errored my strategy for so long that I don't ever Peter, I don't change, none of that. The most we'll do is adapt to market conditions. That's about it. But regarding my rule set, I'm never changing it. Father Christmas can tell me on the 25th of December, yo, change that. I won't do it. I won't do it. And trust me, I like Christmas gifts.
I find too many newbie traders you guys change your rules based on feeling. Like you're like, oh, like I've gotten break even like 3 times in a row. I'm changing my rules. It's like, dude, like statistically, are those 3 trades the norm or the 3 trades an anomaly? Like you can't just change your rules based on the whim. You have to like have concrete evidence as to why am I changing this and am I changing this for the better? Like you need to really map these things out.
For sure. For those that's wanting to join MFX, we are closing doors today. So I'm going to do that. So what you can do is you can go on my Instagram, MilesVW. The link in my bio has everything that we provide, that we do. The broker I use, the prop firm I recommend, my mentorship program, it's all there. Link in bio, MilesVW on my Instagram. For those that are sending me messages.
Let's see if we can pop this in the chat quick.
You know, I just realized I could have done that. My bad.
Click that link. Click it that link.
Clicky.
There we go. Brian, come on, man. I feel like unsubscribing is harsh, man. Like Brian's salty because I outed who Plamela is.
Who is that?
Weren't you there?
No.
No, you weren't there.
Oh,
You weren't there. Plamela is Keegan's biggest
hater?
I don't know. I think she's low-key a fan.
Wait,
I think she loves Keegs,
she loves,
actually. I think she loves Keegs,
it's
actually.
a she?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Apparently half the Chad was in her requests.
Yeah.
After she made it, she's really pretty. I'm not gonna lie. Plamela is really pretty. Brian,
she gives him slack on stream.
all the time.
Hectic.
All
That's
the
a
time.
tough one, man.
Quiet when he takes a win. As soon as Keegan takes a loss, she's there.
Lekker om jou meer gereeld hier te hê, Niblets. Danko, Shrek.
18 IG requests. What's her IG, man? Let me actually search for Plamela here. I don't even know what she looks like properly, because like the YouTube profile is quite small. Man, what's her IG?
Brian.
Come on, Brian. Let us know.
I thought it was Brian. I thought the IG was Brian. It's not Brian?
No, Brian. You guys are dating, right? I think they're dating. I don't know. Or they have like a long distance thing going, or I don't know.
Bruh, you think they're dating. Next thing you know, it's 2 old bullies sitting behind the screen. It's not even girls.
Okay, I gotta go. Keegan's back. But she's private. That's the issue. She's private. Oh no, she follows me though. I'm a follow back. Now, if she follows me and I follow back, does it still request? Yeah, it does request. Okay. We'll see, man. Now I'm part of the thirsty Chad in her requests.
I'm gonna tell you much.
Okay, Chad, I'm out. I'll check you guys at 12. No, I lie. I'll check you guys at 1.
Yo, Slushy and Jang had they were eaters. There's like 2 kids going on over a toy. Keeks, are you looking at anything, bro?
I'm gonna have to see, bro. I'll say it to Ed, guys. I really do apologize. It's been a day from hell for me. I'm running around here like a headless chicken.
Okay, I'm gonna let you hold the fort. I need the boss.
So I do apologize. I need to see if there is anything here that actually is in zones and hasn't maybe run away without it. Yeah, obviously US30, I mean, it's literally at that daily R2 right now. So this is like, as we said, this can be the make or break it here for US30. Yeah, so as I say, guys, it's been crazy. US30, so the thing is at the yearly R2, but that is a support level right now. Obviously, we want to see if it breaks or not, but that is the make or break for US30 for me. So it's quite the level, but again, I don't like trading indices in London. Nasdaq, I don't even tell you when last I traded Nasdaq. And gold, Asia lows 945 was the test. Back under the EQ. As you can go bearish from there, but I can't enter from here. This is a no man's land. But now, guys, I'm interested to know this conversation. What was I missing out about here that I walked in on Ed on Plometa's Instagram? Let's see, bro, 18 RG requests. We've been dating for a while. Plometa saying already tells me she's out. Ed, your girlfriend gonna murder you. Time to bring FX pairs back. Bro, at this point it's maybe, maybe. I told you I've unsubscribed to you. Hey guys. But you guys already hit the TP, eh? So you guys got TP with Miles. What did you guys take? A sell? Only 160 more subs to. Hey, there we go, guys. Talking about that, guys, I think we are now at our 114.1. So 900 more to 15. And that's what we're saying, guys. For us, that was the goal. 15K by December. We are happy with that. We can finish the year 15K plus. We are happy with that. I love Niblets took a sell, Yark. Hey guys, you know, and that's the thing, guys. As much as it's fun and games, we can give each other cuck. Because what, like three TPs in London have been 30 pips. 3 TPs in New York has been 180. So obviously it's a different ball game, guys. Like, we give each other crap, but it's a different time, it's a different skill, it's different volatility, it's different risk on the table. It's a whole different ball game. Geeks, you want data for tomorrow? You want data for What do you mean, terminal data? Yeah, you can, bro. Obviously, we have access to it on our side, but it's always interesting to compare the different terminals. Miles gonna get cucked now. Man called me Shrek. He's gonna have to pay for that. Oh yeah, bro. Okay, hold on. What did I miss out on, guys? It's one of those things, you know, you're running around and you feel like you're gone for like 5 minutes, and then when you come back, you're like, oh damn, been a while that I was gone. Now I'm coming back and guys are searching Plomena, then it's Oaks are call it Etty Shrek. Like, what did I leave and come back to, guys? Bro, what did happen when I was gone here? I hear you calling our members Shrek, bro.
Is he offended?
I was being nice and the man went violent on me.
Itya, you offended. Bro, you gotta be able to take a joke, dude.
He's like, no, bro, you gotta pay for that. I'd be scared, bro. Eddie's a monster, bro. That's a big man, bro.
That's what popped into my head. I'm like, wait, is this? I was gonna get cucked out, man. No, it's all love, bro. It's all love, dude. Look, for me personally, guys, I'm a very jokey person, so I'll make jokes all the time.
Nah, he's just getting all jokes. Can you quickly summarize what TET is and how it will be conducted? I'm Christian account around my brother. So very, very shortly, and actually very, very shortly, go check out the socials, bro. The socials have all the information you need about it. You can go type in there exclamation mark. I don't know what mine and Chris's is. Is it C and K? Exclamation C. I don't know what our things are. Just check in the description, or even as we say there, guys, just go check out our socials. Chris Markable, Keegan. I think Miles is also tagged on the disclaimer video one, the one that Kate did, guys.
Yeah.
The one with the pretty woman on. You just go check that one out. That gives you all the details on how the event works and the competition.
Whoa, pound yen drop again. We're gonna have to ask her. Man. You know what's wild? Once I'm done with my trade for the day, I only see the charts tomorrow again. I'm being very honest with you.
Bro, but that's the thing, like, I must say, guys, it's been crazy. Like, since I've really diversified, since I've actually kind of moved over to really New York now, like, I know that's where, like, I'm killing it. I'm sticking to it. Like, guys will come to me and they'll be like, Geeks, what's your thoughts on gold, bro? What's your thoughts on USD? I'm like, bro, I haven't looked at the charts since I left it yesterday.
Yeah.
Like, the first time I look at the charts now is when I open the charts at like 2 o'clock, half past 2.
It's actually a good little topic we can have a chat about. So now that you're more focused on that New York stream now, what, for the past 2 weeks, how's your mental state been?
Bro, I must say it's difficult. Guys, I won't lie. So where it gets difficult is when you're used to trading a London session, and even that every now and again you hit a win in London, or whatever the case is, like, you trading, and even the thing is the chart time. Where mentally the battle for me, because again the cracker, it's a banger trade, but the thing is it's max, let's say 5 minutes. 5 minutes you're out. So it's kind of like, let's say when you rock up there, let's even take last week as a perfect example, having 3 losses, 2 wins. That's where it's like you come on a day where you lose. It's like I stayed off the charts the whole day. Like, this is your job, you're a full-time trader, and I only came onto the charts at the end for an hour of the day, and in 5 minutes I've taken a loss. Then it's almost like I waited the whole day for that. Like, that's not worth it.
For sure.
And then I'd want to trade because it's like I need to at least make it back. I need to make my day worth not doing anything the whole day. And then hence why we started bringing those open ranges, and we looked into it and it just wasn't really working. I mean, it does work, but it's a very hard to get the right call on it. And before you notice it, even though you trade one session, mentally I was actually going to a bit of a problem, because it's like you want to trade now. When you lose, then it's like you want to make it back, and now it's like you that's where you start getting yourself into trouble. I think all traders know. Then you want to start revenge trading, and you kind of have to be like, bro, I'm not like a 1 year amateur trader. Like, I need to, like, these are stupid mistakes. I walk away. So I must say it's been very hard to get used to it. But again, bro, I think it might even be a stupid way, but for me it was a simple thing to decide. Is you look at it going, hey, I trade 5 minutes of the day and I walk away. If it works, it works. You're not complaining. But just because if you lose, you shouldn't treat it differently. Because end of the day, let's just say if this was a compound, we always talk about compounding, and you do this now for 5 years, 5 years time, that 5 minute trade could be 500,000.
For sure.
If you're making 500,000 in 5 minutes, you're not going to complain.
For sure. 100%.
You will take that 5 minutes and be
Yeah.
like, shut, let me go buy a sports car and leave for the day.
For sure.
You're not going to. So you might look at it differently because of the value of where it is for you at that stage. But then I was like, again, you have to just change the way you look at it. The bigger
sure.
picture we always talk about. But it had, bro, honestly, it's been a mental shift, eh? It really has.
And now, someone have a money podcast here. And now that you have more time on your hands, do you feel like you have more time for other things, or do you still want to get on the charts more?
In the beginning, I wanted to be on the charts. So, for example, when you guys like started doing this now, like, I mean, you guys saw in the beginning, I was on the chat. Like, I
Yeah.
was, even though I'm in the other room, I'm sitting on the stream.
For sure.
Like, because I want to still be on the charts. And then it got to a point where I was like, you know what, the whole thing, a big reason why we did this and why we're doing these things in the future is to open ourselves up. Because yes, as much as we're full-time traders in, for example, I mean, actually all of our positions, yes, you're full-time traders, but you still are business owners at the same
For
time.
sure, yeah.
The bigger we grow, the bigger pressure that comes with running a business.
Definitely.
So the whole reason is to free yourself up for time. So if that's what I freed myself up for, don't actually sit there and be on the chart still the whole day. Get work done. Whether even for us, if that means I'm just go shoot content, go get content done, get stuff done for the company, get stuff done for the education stuff, get stuff done for something, get something done that I can go and say, okay, the reason I wasn't on the chart was because I did today A, B, C. So definitely in the beginning, yeah, you have to kind of actually tell yourself like, bro, get off the chart, go do something else. But it has been definitely productive, bro. Like, I mean, even for now, I got myself for the first time like into reading again. I haven't read a book in like a long time. I did it when like I really kind of went full time trading. Now for the first time, I'm back in it, and I'm like, even if I said to it, I was like, if I read a chapter a day, but I'm reading again, getting my mind, my all those things like flowing
sure.
again.
Yeah.
So it definitely, it's been good, bro. 100%.
Cool. First of all, I just want to say I'm proud of you. I feel like a big step in your trading is to realize the purpose.
Yeah.
Would you say that now that you have more time, you feel like you need to still achieve more in the day? Doing something else, or are you fine with saying, you know what, I've done all my business work for the day. I've caught, let's say, a 60-pip trade on the cracker. I've got time open. Do you still feel like you need to go back to the chart mentally, or are you able to, let's say, take your shoes off and go play Xbox or something like that?
Yeah, no, there, bro, 100%. I'm at that stage now where we always go back to it. I think Chris and myself, we actually reminded the guys about that the other day because we had a great 60-pip trade.
Yeah.
And someone came back to us and they were like, guys, are we taking another trade? And the first thing we said was, bro, did you take the first trade with us? And I'm like, yeah, obviously we hit TP.
Yeah.
So he said, why do you want another one?
Yeah. I feel you.
Like, you forget it's rare for a guy to beat the market. Today, you beat the market.
Yeah.
Walk away, come back tomorrow.
And then but when you are in the scenario where you're clearing $500,000 per trade, because you're going to get to that point, and you only need to take 4 trades for the month to clear $2 million.
Yeah.
I think that's a very nice.
I think, bro, that's where we came back to. And again, I think it obviously, end of the day, that's what I've always said to you guys. I mean, my major success did come in prop firm trading. And I've always said it. The rules and what you should learn as a prop firm trader, you should take over to a normal personal account.
For sure.
So again, it's compounding that when you are in that place, it's the same thing, bro. If you are 3% up on the month, but hey, that 3% is 1.5 mil.
Yeah.
Call it a month.
Yeah.
Like, so it's the same thing. We have it now where, for example, let's just say let's just stupid reason. Let's just say now you trade a 200K account. Yes, the idea, and that's the whole idea of it is, and I think even with Miles, like having that high win rate with the cracker, yes, it has a very high win rate, but at times it does lose. So the loser's there, but in the end of the day, you know the cracker will still get you back into profits. But if you have a week where, like this week, for example, 100%, you've gone 3 for 3, then let's say you have a $200,000 account, you've done 3 for 3, you've made $6,000 this week, call it a day. That's 120K for the week. Call it, walk away. Like you don't need to trade the rest of the week. Because again, guys, That's the thing. I think a lot of guys misunderstand. If you go talk to any of these big time traders, like a lot of these guys will tell you, it's not about catch every move. Have a mindset where you know, I'm happy with that for the month. And call it. So again, because you got to think of it as, let's just, again guys, we're talking just numbers here, but let's just say I want to make, my target is if I can make $1 million a month, I'm happy. If the first day of the month I made my $1 million, call it, you're done. But what our mindset is we go, I made $1 million on the first day, there's 29 days still, I could make 29.
Exactly.
But then what happens, you land up maybe making 2-3 more, and then you're going to lose 7.
For sure.
And then you're in the position where you could have walked away and had your target for the month done.
Yeah, I feel like for me personally, I was actually chatting about this earlier on, but a lot of the newer traders, which I was there, it's so obsessed with actually trading that whether it's percentage or monetary value, to you it doesn't actually matter, because you're actually so obsessed with chart time.
Yeah.
Which is nothing wrong with in the beginning, but there needs to come a point where in your career, personally, I feel like it's not a point in your career that's going to come. It's just you're going to get teared.
Bro,
like,
so,
you can't spend that much time on the charts.
bro, I 100% agree with you. I feel like there's this point, it's almost like your charts become like TV.
Yes.
I get home, I'm bored, hey, I want to look at the charts. I want to
Yeah.
see what the candles are doing.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, bro, because again, that's where it leads to analysis paralysis. You start seeing things that are not there.
For sure.
If you looked at the charts for 20 minutes and you were wide awake and locked in for 20 minutes, you would have been like, that's a cuck trade, I'm not taking that.
For sure.
But now because you've been sitting here for 4 hours, you go, I want to take a trade. This looks half decent. I'm going to go for
Might
it.
as well just pull
Yeah.
the trigger on it. Yeah.
And that's where the guys catch in trouble, bro. It's
Yep.
the same thing. And again, it's not that you look down because we've been there. I always say to guys, bro, when I started trading, I was a guy, bro. Enter a trade, I'm watching it. I'm in the car, I'm watching my trade. I'm driving. I'm in the gym, I'm checking my trade. Like, bro, trade.
I
Have
used to
your
do the
minutes, you
same
sit
shit.
here, watch your trade, be done, and leave. And that's actually the thing, guys. So I was talking to Chris, and again, I'm not going to go too much into it, but again, it's a topic people always think you're doing amazing, and I want to say I went through it as a little bit coming out of things. We're not going to dive too much into this, but even when you're doing well, you mentally can still go through dips.
For sure.
And I went through that little bit of a dip, and again, it's the same as Instagram. Instagram, you're portraying the best, and even on stream, we're here to give you guys entertainment, to do things, but the minute that camera goes off, when we sit there, when you go home, you by yourself, you get yourself in that mental dip. And it was something I was dealing with, and I said to Chris, same thing. But the minute I come out of it, and I want to lock in, especially going to New Year, because for guys that know, I don't really trade December time. I don't like it. That's hence why literally 2 weeks into December, a week and a half, I already called I go on holiday. But I said to him, when I come back in December, 2 things I'm doing. I said, I'm treating everything like an office. I said, I'm coming in. The only thing that must have my trading terminal on is my office, my PC desk.
Totally agree with you.
If I'm at my desk, I trade. That's it.
Totally
If
agree
I
with you.
leave, my phone must not have access to my account. My iPad must not have access to my account. My laptop must not have access to my account. Nothing must happen, because what happens? The minute you walk away, you bored, like we say, you look at it and you go, ooh, maybe there's a possible trade. Let me look at the charts. Oh, this is maybe decent. Let me do something.
Yeah,
no. Like, because I want to start going big, I'm really going to start leveling my trading up. I need to be super strict on myself. So unless I'm at my office, at my desk, I'm not trading. And that's simple. So even, for example, if we travel, because next year we're going to be traveling a lot, guys. We've been doing all the bookings. If we're going to be traveling, if I'm traveling, it means I'm not trading. I'm not locked into trade.
Yeah.
I'm locked into travel, do seminars, do whatever. So, for example, like you got to start making those mental shifts when you want to start leveling up.
Also, there comes a very nice time in your career where, like for traveling, for example, I used to do that as well, where I'll be maybe in Joburg, like last October. I was up in Joburg, and I caught the trade. It was awesome, but I could definitely feel my mental state wasn't 100% because I had that very nonchalant sort of vibe to it. I knew I'm not in my hometown. I'm in Jersey. Let's do whatever. Ended up really killing it that weekend though on the charts, not week into the weekend on the charts. But still, when I came back, I was like, if I get myself to a point, and this is for everybody, like if you get yourself to a point where your monthly returns is at such a high caliber, think of a car now, at a high caliber, you don't have to trade that often, which means you don't have to trade when you are away. You can actually use that for downtime and actually just chill out and actually do what you got to do.
100%. Bro.
So for me, it was a big decision that I had to make very early in my career. Was what am I using this trading thing for? Do I trade because I love working the charts, or am I trading to actually get financial freedom, the independence I need? That was a big decision that I had to make. And for me, as much as I love trading, at the end of the day, it is literally just there to provide us with the capital we need.
Bro, my thing is, I always said this, and guys that have watched podcasts, I think I mentioned on the Top Trader podcast, we've mentioned in some podcasts we had at the, not our podcast, but our little industry chats. And I've always said to the guys, trading is not the end all be all.
For sure.
Trading is what I want to use to open the doors for the rest of my life. So, because again, guys, I'm not going to be 60 years old trading NFP. I will have a heart attack.
No.
But if I can be 60 years old sitting at my beach club I own with my Ferrari outside, that's a different story. So trading is to open the doors for me to build my business empire. And that is where then you go for the rest of your life.
For sure.
So if things go well, you could be 40 and hey, you guys are never going to see me trade a chart again. The skill will be there. Maybe I'll invest in stocks then. But the trading will be done. The trading is the skill, the hustle now, and that's it.
Yeah, so trading. Once you grasp that concept and you're that consistent, that pretty much does the heavy lifting. And then after that, for me, ideally, that if you have all your external businesses that are running, obviously not too much, you can't be everywhere, and then take 1-2 trades a month, and you're sorted.
But that's what you said, bro. When you get to that point where the account is that big,
You don't need to.
you take one trade, bro. Then even the case is you take the risk off the table. I'll take a trade that's like a swing trade.
For sure.
That I've got to flip in 1,000 pip stop.
Yeah.
Because hey, it can just run. I'm putting so much money on the trade, it can run the whole week. If it wins, it makes you millions. If it loses, that was your money you put on the table.
Yeah. Like for me, because obviously I've been streaming for the past 4 years, I always tell myself and my students as well, if I didn't do what I do, personally, I wouldn't take a trade every day. Because I wouldn't need to. Like, you don't have to open your portfolio to that exposure every day. Not that you compulsory to take a trade, but you would have more of that freedom to say, you know what, let's chill tomorrow or next week.
Like, bro, so again, and this is something I want to touch on because obviously Neo bringing up the whole idea of compounding. And it's in a way what Miles spoke about in the podcast last night is, again, he mentioned to people he has a high success rate because he trades for 10 pips. And it's not hard to get 10 pips. Which, again, nothing wrong with that. That's full, it's honest, it's real, it's raw, and it's easy to do. Which makes it accomplishable, makes it achievable.
Yeah.
And again, because he's not chasing instant gratification, you're chasing the long game, it works. Now, it's the same thing, guys. If you get funded accounts, if you have one $100,000 account, you aim to make $10,000. Again, it's never been a main thing. Why must you push an account to do 10%?
For sure.
But what happens when I get 5 $100,000 accounts and all I have to do is 2% on each account?
Wow.
That's it. 2%. And that when you've done that, let alone the 10% total, I've got 2%. I know I've guaranteed 2%.
Yeah.
Because you don't touch that account. You leave it for the payout. Now go to the next one. So even if the next one goes down, you know you've already guaranteed 2K anyway.
Yeah.
You know you've guaranteed it. If that one gets 2K, bang. Leave it alone, put it in the bank. Next account. And you do that. Because what? Now you've made something a target that is achievable. But in the compound, before you get to it, the end of the month, you go, hey, I've had 5 accounts that have done 2%. Bang. There's your $10,000 payout. And that's what guys don't think about. They want to chase this 10, 20% payouts on a small account when that's not what the end game is, guys. That really is not what it is.
Totally agree with you. I think once you start getting those accounts to be large, look, you don't have to obviously go the personal portfolio route that I did, because there is prop firms now. But once you start getting those larger accounts, I would say anything 100k plus, bro, even a 2% payout, you set. What is 2% of 100k? It's like $2,000. That's like 50 something thousand rand.
Literally, bro.
That's
Literally.
realistically, that's a good amount of money. That's a good amount of money. And how hard is it to get 2%? It's literally child's play.
Bro, and again, this goes back to even the fact Chris and myself had a conversation. How many times, bro, and this is the thing, guys, again, for those, I was full transparent with my members. And again, even being in the game, going on 7 years, I still made that mistake. And not a mistake, but a reality check. We always talk about it. We forget the value of $1. Because we've been there, because we've done that, we expect better. We take away what we have for granted. And what is that in a normal person's world?
Yeah.
That 50k account, you trade it, I was 7% up. $3,500 up. I take the account back to break even. Instead of 4 days before payout. 4 days before payout, I get greedy, I'm going, I'll make it 5k. I take it back to break even. What then happens, guys? $3,500, that's 70,000 rand. What industry, how long do you have to study? And in those industries, a doctor, a lawyer, chartered accountant, some of them even in those industries don't make 70,000. Keep in mind, in 2 weeks, not a month, 2 weeks. Yet I took it for granted because, hey, you can do better. And that's where we forget the value of $1. You could have banked it, made it, carried on. Because again, why? We all, and again, you can say it goes back to, again, marketing of social media. We expose that a good trader is making 100,000 in 2 weeks. So if I go and show you I only made 70k, I'm not a good trader. And you catch it on CAC like that. That is why, guys, the same thing we've always said, a prop firm. Why is phase 2? The phase before you get a live account. It's half, and keep in mind, I want to go back to this before it was even changed, when there were still time limits on prop firm accounts. You had 30 days to make 10%. Phase 2, you got 60 days to do 5%. Yet more people fail in phase 2 than phase 1. You've got double the time and a shorter target. But that's where guys fail. Because why? They want to swing for the fence. It's the same thing in normal trading. The guys... Trading, honestly, guys, and we always talk about it. I think Miles, again, will 100% agree with you. Bro, trading is a psychological thing.
Yo.
We could teach you a strategy tomorrow. The cracker. How many, you guys don't even know the cracker, but you guys traded, 300 of you traded every single day on New York session blindly with us because you know it works.
For sure.
But yet you're still not profitable.
That was actually part of the pod question, eh?
We could give
Very
you
valid.
a trade and you guys are guaranteed you're going to make money. But at the end of the day, you're not going to be profitable because you go do other things afterwards.
Yeah.
Because you want more.
Bro, I've literally seen it. Like I've educated people and they can trade. Eh? They're like they beasts.
Yeah.
But because they aren't satisfied with what they have, they fuck up. Like it's not even like, for example, they may make $1,000 for the day, but because of in their mind it's not enough, or because they want trading to now pay for everything from the beginning, it's not enough. They're like, let me go more. And then they fuck it up. Then they ask the question like, why is this not working? Is it, what's going on? Everybody else is successful. Bro, it's because of you. It's your mindset.
Yeah,
You're
bro.
unsatisfied.
If your mind was different, you would have treated that a whole different way. And in talking about this, bro, I had this a conversation with I'm going to say good friend, on a topic we were having. And guy's a millionaire, very, very well for himself. And he came to me, he just said, bro, people are always going to go through problems. You can be a billionaire, become a millionaire, go back to a millionaire. A millionaire can go to a thousandaire and go back to a millionaire.
For sure, yeah.
And the guy that's well off will be bankrupt and back to well off. He says the difference in a guy that will always stay wealthy is he protects his capital. It's no longer about spending money, but it's about protecting
Protection,
money.
yeah.
Because the guy that protects something will naturally have it come to him. Because it knows it's protected.
Pause.
And honestly, guys, even for me, that was a massive thing. Because what happens, guys, I got comfortable. And Chris has told you guys this on stream. I got comfortable at a stage. I was doing very well again. If you were with us a year ago, my grabber kicks was 2,000 Rand. I played well with the grabber kicks. A month ago, I was grabber kicking 10K. In a year, a grabber kick got 5 times bigger. Just because I came a lot more into my money again. But at the same time, what happens? You go through 2 weeks, and let's say 4 months of money you just blew in 2 weeks because you upped it, because you got greedy, you wanted more. You lost the value of money. You weren't protecting what you'd gained. You were just thinking, hey, I got this. I wasn't meant to have it at this point. Let me put it on the table, which is the complete wrong mindset. So even us guys at our level, being in the game, doing these things, we still make these mistakes.
It's human, man. It's normal. Something to really beat yourself up about. That's why that risk plan and the plan going forward for your account growth, that helped me a lot. You just got to stick to it all the time. Especially like with my account, for it to compound to such a large extent. If I was telling you guys what I started my account into what it is now, you'll actually laugh. I think it was just discipline, man. It was discipline over the years that compounded it to such a large amount. Everybody knows now I am a 6-figure trader. So it happened quite quick. I mean, I became a 6-figure trader 3 years ago, which took me 5 years to get to 6 figures.
Yeah.
So for me, that's quick. I don't know about you, but for me, that's quick.
Bro, no, that's very quick, bro. And
Because there's some people that only become profitable after 10 years. You know, like, but that's also then one thing that I got to mention again, that you gotta also put perspective that everybody's on their own journey. So it's not even about like, can he trade or can't he trade, but it's more so what other aspects around trading is influencing your trading.
Yeah.
Because there's many things that can influence your trading. There was a point as well where everything was fine for me, like financially. I think I mentioned in the podcast as well. Financially, everything was fine, but there was things outside of trading that was tickling my fancy, that wasn't rubbing me in the right direction, and that made me crack actually. So something as small as that can really like tick you off and throw you off course. That's why for me, I try my best, which I've been doing very well with, is those rules that I've set myself. Is having that mentality of, you know what, I love trading. Don't get me wrong, like I'm super passionate about it. I sleep, eat, poop trading. But at the end of the day, this is just for me to make money. If this didn't make me money, I'd rather go play Call of Duty. To be very honest with you, because you know that's just how I see it. But because there is a return, I then built a passion through what I do. And then you'll see, like when I hit trade, obviously we drug this goat and we go on with the horn. But at the end of the day, it's just another day.
Yeah.
It is just what it is. When I take a loss, you don't see me cry or want to throw the laptop at Chris or whatever, or want to drop kick Keegan to Ed's room or whatever. You know, it's just a normal day. Because that is what trading is. Number one, you're managing the capital. Number two, you're bringing the money home. And I think that's a very important part in your trading that you got to tap into. In realizing that if I just knuckle down in this, let's say for the next 5 years, imagine where I will be, but at the same time having the mindset of not making a cent.
Yeah.
Just think about it. If I come into this industry and you're going to make money or whatever, but if I come into the mindset that I don't want a cent for the next 5 years, imagine where you would be. Because then what it does is it doesn't put you at a point where you're trading with emotion, but you're now purely just trading off statistics and your actual plan.
Yeah.
You're not thinking about, I need a 10K by the end of the month because I need to pay my bill or whatever.
Yeah.
You're just trading, bro, and see where that then takes you.
100%, bro. 100%. But guys, again, that's why literally, for example, that's a big reason why I said to myself, I look at a book and I go, I can't read a book. I hate reading. As much as you get so much knowledge from, I still hate the process of it. And again, for me, if I listen to an ebook or a podcast through a audio file, it's not the same. I need to visually see it. So hence I have to read a book. But that's why I made it for myself now. The next thing going forward for the rest of time now is until if the book finishes, the next one, a chapter a day. Chapter a day, whether it's a big book, a small book. If that chapter means it was 10 pages.
Yeah.
But read a chapter a day. So that I can keep my mind, I keep myself in check, I keep growing. Because again, if you're not growing, if you're not pushing yourself, if you're not going out of your comfort zones, if you're staying in that comfort zone, you're dying. You've got to stay open, you've got to keep your body pushing, you've got to keep it evolving. So again, these little things we have to do
It adds up.
to make the changes. Yeah.
Miles, what was a game changer in your trading career? What is yours, Keys?
Game changer for me, bro. You want to know, honestly was I had a stage in my career, I started doing things, and it was a thing of how you spoke about that, again, what we even spoke about, the gratification of something. I was so grateful for what I had at that time. And I can even say now, I lost that gratification because it became normal.
Yeah.
When I was a barman who made 700K a week, was making 30,000 Rand a week, bro, you on top of the moon. Yeah, I felt like I just won the flip of lotto every week. So again, if I made $1,500 a week, bro, I was on top of the world. I felt like that CEO boss man when I came in there to work. But when making $4,000 a week wasn't good enough, is where my trading took a dip. And 100%, bro, I think I evolved because I was okay with the small wins. Because at that time, those were massive wins for me. Nowadays, I go back on it because I know I can do better. I should do better. I don't take the small wins, which are big wins. And again, it's that snowball effect. Every time you let a win go away, you turn around and you go, hey, it's been 3 days, 4 days without a win. You know what? It's not that my bank's feeling it. It's not like oh guys, I'm not going to make a payment this week. But mentally, I'm going, bro, what are people thinking of me? They've got this high expectation. I haven't made a win in 4 weeks. Damn, bro. People are going to think I'm a scammer now. Like, you got to deliver something.
Yeah.
And that puts you on the pressure. So honestly, bro, again, I think it goes back to that simple thing we always say: never forget the value of a dollar.
For sure.
Never forget it.
For sure.
And you, bro?
I think for me, it was actually two things. So this is heavily out of trading. Because it wasn't really trading it wasn't the chart work that was different. For me, it was two things. I think the first one was to see my mother struggle financially. I think that gave me the drive. Like, I can't explain it to you. Like, to see my mother struggle, because obviously I became the man of the house at 10 years old. So to see my mother struggle was a very strong drive from a very young age. So to see her in that position, I knew that, you know what? Fuck all else around the world is going to get me to where I want to take my mother. Being very honest, I can go study this, I can go study that, I can work here, work there. It's not going to get me there. However, the life of an entrepreneur, not even trading, but just the life of an entrepreneur is going to start out very cuck. But eventually can get me to a point that, you know, I can not only sort myself out, but help out my entire family. So that was the first thing. Then the second thing was in the aspects of my life outside of trading, what I was doing outside of trading. So I was never a drinker, but I cut that completely out. I don't touch alcohol for the past 5 years. I do none of that shit. And then smoking, I was never a smoker, but I cut that out completely as well. So literally people, like, even the weekend, I was in Joburg and I was in one of the clubs, and the one dude was like, because I'm just chilling there, but I'm having the time of my life, dude. I'm drinking water, I'm drinking Sprite Zero. And the one dude comes up, he was like, he was in the group that way, and he was like, you don't drink, you don't smoke, so what do you do? And I'm like, I just live life. Like, it's just, I just go about life and I live it. So I think that was also a big changer. And then just having that discipline with those factors around really helped me a lot in my trading. Because then I was so zeroed in on leveling, not my trading up, but leveling myself up. And once I focused on leveling myself up, then the trading was like, you know, it just started getting better. So I think that was a big career change for me, like trading changer.
No, 100%, guys. I think Chris has said it. I've said it. Miles has always said it. You've got 4 pillars in life. You got your mental, your physical, your spiritual, and your emotional. And when all 4 of those can come in sync, your whole person as a being will go through something you could never imagine. And that's the thing. Once you can come in sync and you can get all of those to align with each other, everything follows after that.
100%. 100%. But yeah, Chad, I think we've went a little bit off course here, but as you can see, like we done trading quite early today, so we are blessed with that. Just thought we'd have a little chat with.
But I think, bro, it's good to have
ourselves.
these chats every now and
No,
again.
100%.
It's a little bit of touch grass,
Yeah.
hear from it. And again, like guys, we always say we are super, super blessed to be where we are, to do what we do.
Yeah.
And I think we always go back to, I'm sure Miles has seen the same thing. You guys have a lot of faith in us. You've got more faith in us than we have in ourselves. And again, it's just to remind you that even when you have those bad days, trust me, we also have them. It's not that we are superhuman. It's not that we are anything better. We are just like you. We're another guys who started off just doing what we love, and it turned into this.
Yeah, I think that's what we're trying. I mean, that's just why we have this chats as well, just to be that transparent mentors within the industry. Obviously showing you, number one, how we make money in trading, and then number two, what it is like to be full-time in this industry.
Yeah.
So I think we hit the nail on the head with that one. But yeah, Rux, I totally agree, dude. Look, I don't touch alcohol, I don't smoke, I don't do none of that jazz. It's just, if it's not gonna get me, like, my thing is this: if I save me khaz tomorrow, is that gonna help me make money? Probably not. So why? You know, it just doesn't make sense for me.
Yeah, so my thing is, Jex, the thing is, so there's nothing wrong with
Yo, you guys
alcohol.
thinking, lost my black labels out.
There's nothing wrong with it. 100%, I agree with what Miles says. There was even a stage in my life it was the same thing. I used to be a massive, massive party animal. The amount of alcohol I used to go through, I'm surprised I don't have alcohol poisoning. But again, that was a stage of my life, and we went through it.
Yeah, for sure.
But then it also got to a point, as I say, where I wanted to level up, and it was a typical thing of the group I surrounded myself in. None of the guys drank, so it was a thing of, at that time, I was going to church, I wasn't drinking, I was probably in one of the best physical states I've ever been in my life, and ironically, my trading became the best it was in my life at that time. So the things just all lined up together. But as I said, after having my downfall after that, and you want to say you kind of go into your depression, yes, I had a drink again. And it was a thing of, you know what, I'm never going to be the guy who, I have a tough day at home, I come home, I open up a beer or have a brandy. That's just never been me. I've always been a social drinker. But my thing is, there's nothing wrong with now, if I have a good day, not every day of the week, nothing like that, but on a weekend, on a Saturday, on a Sunday, when I want to look back on the weekend and celebrate the small ones, celebrate my family, celebrate being blessed, celebrate for the life I have, I can sit down and have a drink. Then there's, as I say, there's not anything wrong with it. Trust me, I'm the first guy, bro. When the Bokke win, I'm the first guy that's going to have a brandy. But it's just a thing of, there's a place and a time, because I do feel, and I think a lot of guys, yes, don't want to hear it, but yes, when you are drinking every single day and you are getting gesape every single day,
Yeah, then it's a whole different story.
it's a different thing.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
now you are physically, you are deteriorating your mind. You
Yeah,
are
yeah.
deteriorating things like that, your physical. So you do start to take away.
I
But
think
when
everything
you're
in
not
moderation.
taking away, then 100% there's no problem.
Everything in moderation, bro.
Love these types of conversations. Really blessed to have access to watch the channel. Hey, we're so glad to have you here with us, my brother.
I actually, in my come up, there was another streamer on YouTube that literally used to trade and sape at the same time. And he said, obviously I didn't believe it, but he said when he's drunk, he trades the best.
You know what that could be though, is because the emotions are gone.
Oh, God, yeah.
I actually have heard guys say that before, because now you're not going to overthink. You're going to see something. So again, now, but that's the thing of someone that's maybe been in the game long enough, because now he's got instinct. So now you've eliminated emotion, your instincts take
I
over.
hear you.
So to a point, bro, I could agree with that. But I think after the time it might get a bit much. Thanks, Jesus. This talk meant a lot to me. Newbie Niblets, says the legend. Writing down weekends with friends, drinking a few beers can be just as good for you as hustling the whole time. I agree. Exactly, bro.
Yeah.
Only actually drinks every day here. After buying the TET account, how long should I wait to get an account, or do I fill in the Google account number to fill in the Google forms? Brother, there's no Google Forms this time around. This time once you buy the account, just don't trade on it. Next week, Monday, the 4th of November, that starts, then you can start trading. As long as you purchase the account and you use code TUT, then back end, we can track that you are registered for the Ultimate Trader. Use that. Sub as the page margin. Yeah, I've watched an Aussie trader who reviews and drinks craft beers during his sets. On the one hand, trading Asians is so dead you can. Oh, that's also true. Just on his way to the Heineken. Yeah, Dodger won World Series. Hey, there you go. Very grateful for such conversations. Thanks.
Who's that Thursday?
Depends on how much. 2 times brandies will be great. I tried purchasing but not getting me to the checkout page. That's very weird, brother. I need to watch you guys to learn the psychology behind this. Tuesday I made around $800, but yesterday I lost about $400. I'm even sweating and overheating thinking about it now. Bro, I promise you we've all been there. That's literally why we can have these conversations. Because again, that's the whole thing of life. And I think, again, that's someone that needs to... I'm sorry, this might irritate someone, but anything in life, I do not agree with those that couldn't teach. No, that is bullshit. The guy that teaches is the guy that should walk the walk. The guy that wants to tell you how to make $1 million, better have made $1 million before.
For sure.
The guy that wants to tell you how to kick the winning kick for the World Cup, best have done it in his career. The guy that's going to tell me how to run a marathon, he better run a marathon. I'm not going to go and do it the opposite way around. So 100%, if we're doing this, it's not because I'm telling you, hey, I saw this in a dope movie. It's because we walk the walk. Like I've said in my time, I was at a very, very great spot in my career at the stage. And as young as it was, I almost lost everything after that and had to rebuild from day one again. Hence why when I started, as I said, my grabber kicks was a 2,000 Rand a day. Yes, that's still money for some people, but it's not what your normal mentors are showing you. Making 80,000 a day, things I was showing you. I'm 2,000, I'm making 6,000 a day. I was rebuilding. So yes, I think it is 100% a thing of, if we can give you the knowledge, it's because we've walked it. Chris has walked it, I've walked it, Miles has walked it, we've all been there.
For sure, man. I feel like it can definitely commend you on that, because a lot of people won't show that. They'll only post when they make 100K, or only post when they make 80K, but aren't be transparent to show the small victories, which adds up to a lot.
Yeah.
Those small victories adds up to a lot, boys.
Bro, but that's where, so I think if you've been around, we spoke, when I started those grabber kicks, bro, doing it, and I was like, hey, 2,000, 1 to 2, so 2,000, and you make 4,000, withdraw, and you carry on. Sure. And because what I was doing was, I trade into the wallet, I leave the initial deposit, the profit I withdraw immediately.
Yeah.
Yes, at the end of the month, I was like, hey, my account's looking lacquer this month. Only when I went into the account and I looked on the month, that 2,000 deposit the whole time and the profits, I made 84,000 that month. Literally just doing that. And bro, I didn't even realize till you go back and you check it. But again, the small things add up. Again, what we keep saying, compound.
Boy.
Compound.
10 is 10, baby. Right, just want to see this last bit. Yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you, man. Totally agree with you.
There is a Google form to fill out. Sorry, I just don't want this guy to miss it out. Rather just fill it out. Oh, sorry, guys. As I said, I might be misinformed on that one. I do apologize then. But yeah, and then thank you for giving him that notice.
Obviously, guys, I won't be on stream tomorrow. It's just gonna be Chris and Keegs. Fridays is Chris and Keegs London. But in the meantime, drop a 1 in the chat if you're taking part of the TUT Ultimate Trader. Let me just see who's gonna be part of my sessions.
Whew, guys, and the final mentor is announced today. I hope you guys are ready for this one.
Guys, I feel like it's gonna be an awesome 6 weeks. Just to get insight from people that have already achieved what you want. I feel like it's gonna be great.
The final mentor is announced today.
Round 2. Ooh, I like that.
Alright, guys. I'm quickly just gonna go pee, guys.
Was yet to learn. Perfect, brother.
P for TP.
Oh, Michaela's joining. That's why she wants to know about gold. Little early insight. Nowadays, you guys are deep, especially of the. Yeah, I know. Coding, you should get your stuff sorted ASAP, dude. Support should sort it out today still. Don't stress about that. And then for my Zoom members, guys, I'm gonna end your stream now because we are gonna call this session as soon as Keeks comes back. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning for London, and just make sure that your accountability is ready, your journals is ready. I'm also gonna be doing a $10,000 giveaway as well on that stream, so just get that sorted for me. How will it work? They will trade on their own with MFX training. Yeah, so it's going to be 6 weeks, right? So it works like this. You got 6 mentors, 6 weeks. Each mentor gets 2 slots within that week for the community that has joined. Let's say 50 people join. Those 50 people can join in all of the sessions with the different mentors. Okay? And then from that, what happens is the strategy that the person uses to win, they'll say, okay, look, I used Michaela's strategy or Keegan's strategy or my strategy or whatever to get to this point of me winning. So it'll be like that. So it'll just be an addition to what is already there. Where will you be live? So tomorrow I'm going to be live for my private members, which is all my MFX students. We'll be private on Zoom tomorrow for London. If you don't know, I only trade London. And then do yourself a favor if you're bored after watching Seven the Line this evening. Is Seven the Line still a thing? I think it ended. I think Seven the Line isn't a thing anymore. If you're bored and you don't have Igoli or Seven the Line to watch, go watch my podcast that just got released yesterday on the 2Gs. I think it was a pretty cool one. Seven the Line. When did this end? I think it's done. Production is done, I think. Final episode date. Oh, yeah. Final episode was last year December. Adama, Hilda, and Obas. Cheers to you guys. I just closed that. I just closed the YouTube by accident. Sorry guys, I just gotta get back on that stream. I accidentally closed it. With UX elections coming up next week, USD will be extremely volatile. Anything to talk? Yeah, to be honest with you, during the election day, I'm just not gonna trade. So for me personally, during elections, I'm just not gonna trade. I'll be on for London because I think it is next week. It's the 4th of November, if I'm not mistaken. So it's next week, Monday. So when's the election? I think it's the 4th, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll be on for London as per normal. Oh, 5th, perfect shot, Michaela. So we'll be on for London as per normal. But for me personally, I'm not going to be trading gold. I'm just going to trade GJ. So similar setup to today. So it'll just be that. I've traded elections before. I've traded elections before my previous elections. Man, oh man, did I lose a lot of money. Just because of slippage. It gets wild. Elections gets wild. And it's not just the release. It's when they count all the different states' ballots, it gets mull. So for me personally, election day is just a no trade day. I'll rather watch it. Miles, depending on what happens, want to go half on an underground. Look, in South Africa, we should be fine, bro. We should be fine. For you guys in Florida, I think it'll be different, man. Miles won't be missing those headphones. Oh, dude. I can't wait to put my Steel Series headset on with the cushions. Now these headsets, they choke me. It's gotten better though, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's gotten better. Like, it's almost like when I first started cycling, my coccyx was gone. My ass was gone. It did get better though. Like, I bought the padded seat, didn't work. I bought the shorts that is padded. You know that those tights that's padded by your bum. It only works for the first hour. After that, it's gone. It's gone, dude. Because if we do a long cycle, let's say we do like an 80k cycle, you on the road for a good couple of hours. You don't have a bum after that. There is no bum. So eventually it gets better, but it's not. I don't think it's gonna get to a point where you don't feel it anymore. I don't know. Could be wrong. I still feel my ass. And that's just cycling. So I'm sure the headset will be the same thing. It's gotten better though, but we shall see. I got it. Guys, what are we gonna do with Ed? What are we gonna do with this guy? I don't know what we're gonna do with this guy. I'm gonna take a detour out to the office today.
Hey, the guy's going off again, yeah, nah.
Bruh, look, you know what, guys? I can eat.
Hey,
But Chris and Keys and Ed, nah, they're the G's. They are the G's. They can chow. They chow that whole pizza, gone. I still I beat Mo though. I beat Mo.
bro,
Mo did half.
Mo, the girls could probably eat more than Mo.
I beat him and I was like, you know what? I beat Mo. That's the main thing. That was
As
the main
long
thing.
as you're not in last place, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, I promise you the first time, guys, if you can remember in the old office, the guys that were here, we had that day where we said we went on stream or whatever, and we said we were going to go do a food challenge with the group. And we all went to McDonald's, bro. So it's Chris, myself, Kate, Jevin, and we had another mate with us, bro. And Mo was out. I don't know if it's Mo, but we all go out, bro. Jevin's like, yeah, I'm gonna eat. He's gonna, bro. That man has two the kiddies burgers, and he's like, guys, I'm full. I'm full. Oh. The Oasters, bro. We just take everything over. They Chris and myself are 12 burgers in. Shoo. And these guys, then, bro, so we're trying to see who's going to tap out. So then Chris tries to be clever. He's like, nah, bro, fine. We're going to have dessert. So I said, no, we'll have dessert. So he comes back with 2 of everything. So now we've got 6 things of dessert. You got the apple crumble, some other thing. And they were cucked. They were so bad, bro. But we eat it because we're not going to let the other one say you ate more than us. So now we finished that and we're like, okay, now we need something to drink. We're going to have a nice thick milkshake. Okay, cool, we have a milkshake. We have it and we just said, okay, bro, we'll tap out. We're not going to,
Yes.
no one beat anyone, but we'll tap out. Yeah. We'll go back to the office, bro. I promise you can ask anyone, yeah. Chris is down. That man's in a food coma.
Oh,
He
shit.
still gets to the point, he's like, guys, he couldn't stream that. Obviously, he wasn't streaming in New York because it was me and Jevin at that time. So he's just like, bro, he's done. He's done. He's like, he laid on the couch. He couldn't do it. And he's like, guys, I'm going home. I'm going home. So he left. He went home. He literally sent us a message on the group, bro. That man was sleeping by 5 o'clock.
Oh shit. Food coma.
We up. We doing our thing. We running around the office. We stream. After stream, I'm still at gym. Then I come back. I'm like, Chris, you might have not eaten less, but we can see you can handle this a bit better, bro.
Yeah, for sure. My thing has always been this. If I am being chased by a bear, as long as I'm not the slowest
If
one,
you're not lost,
I'm good.
there you go, bro.
So Mo, I'm sorry, but as long as I beat you yesterday, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. But guys, from my thought, yo, what happened to my tongue there? I think my tongue is the last one. From my side, guys, I think it's that time where I'm gonna call it.
I was gonna say, I think we
Keeks,
might call it soon.
You have anything you want to look at?
Nah, that's it, me guys. As I said, US30 is at the key area for me, but I don't trade indices London, so I can't touch that, guys.
For sure.
And gold, no man's land. Can't touch that there. So guys, I think it was a little bit different. Obviously, as always, you have your TP for the session, but and then a nice little mental chat. But I think we'll go full screens and we'll start to wrap.
Yeah, for sure, man. Guys, from my side, I think we had a solid trade this morning. Very straightforward. It's just one of those setups where you close your eyes and you just allow the strategy to play out. So played out very well. Nothing for me that I'm actually seeing going on forward. Gold as well, like I mentioned to you guys earlier on, it's just not a pair that I'm looking at until after NFP. But yeah, guys, from my side, I just want to say shot for the week has been a blessed one. 4 for 4, no losses, 9 in total for the entire week for everybody. So 9 dubs for the week with everybody, absolute killing it with a cracker as well. So yeah, boys, Keegs and Chris will be back for NYSC for the cracker. Stay tuned for that at 3 o'clock. Other than that, boys, I'll see you all on Monday. Have a blessed weekend. And for my MFX members, I'll see you on stream tomorrow. But yeah, guys, peace and love, baby.
There we go, guys. So as always, thanks for having me here for London session. It was good to be back here with you guys for a bit. Good to have a little session here with Miles. Honestly enjoyed the chat. And good to always hang out with you guys. So as always, guys, take care of yourselves. We'll be back in New York session. Again, don't go give back those profits, guys. We're watching you. But we'll see you then, guys. Peace and love, guys. Cheers.
Tell me, is it clear that I still wanna be? I see you denying, but I know that I've made it clear. I want you to know that I'll be close through the darkest. When the sky is getting bright, I'll hold you. I'll never let you go. When you're falling, I'll be closer. thought I had it figured out. Believed in us, we were meant to be, no doubt. A teenage love, everybody else could see the way we were, living in a fantasy.